And we are live. What's going on, vinyl community? Welcome to another live stream with the Record Spinner. In today's live stream, I am going to be doing an unboxing of the new Emerson Lake Palmer box set called the Anthology. The mailman just dropped it off today, and we're going to dig into it. And before I get into the unboxing, I do want to give a little shameless plug. I don't really discuss it too much on the channel, but I do my own music. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I just released my third album today called Seasons of Change. Very, very proud of this album. Contains my most deepest tracks written from a very changing time in my life when I was a young adult and, doing college and everything. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, I'll put a link to my Bandcamp page down in the description box below. My wonderful girlfriend did the artwork for this. She is a very talented digital graphics artist. So here's the inside. There's a nice little digipack. And then you take the CD out. And there I am there. So, but yeah, like I said, if you want to kind of give it a listen and see what you think, help a local YouTube vinyl community member out, go ahead and check it out. But anyways, let's jump into the unboxing. So in terms of Emerson Lake Palmer compilations, do we need another one? Not really, because I think at this point, there's more Emerson Lake Palmer compilations out there than there are studio albums, which is kind of scary. But in terms of newer pressings of Emerson Lake Palmer compilations, this is a first. So this is the first newer ELP compilation that has seen a vinyl release. And considering that it is on colored vinyl and it is mastered at half speed, I thought it was absolutely worthy of checking out and doing an unboxing. Now, for the longest time, this was available only on the band's website, and it was marketed at $70, which I thought was absolutely astonishingly good value. And then you also get a free map. But then shipping was like $35, and that was a little steep, and I was willing to bite the bullet on that for the longest time. But then I saw that retailers such as Amazon and Bull Moose were having listings on their sites available for pre-order. So I went ahead, deleted my pre-order from the European site, and was able to get it for much half what I originally paid for. So let's open it up. And here it is. Beautiful, beautiful. So here is the cover. Now, right off the bat, I should note this particular release, it's labeled The Anthology with this artwork. There was a CD release done for this back, I think, in 2016, but it contains a different track listing altogether. So they did modify it for this vinyl release, which I think, from what I looked on this track listing and the CD version, this one works a little better. So here is the hype sticker there. I'm using a little LED light so you can see it a little better. So it says Emerson Lake Palmer, The Anthology, 1970 to 1998. Tracks from all the original albums. Galaxy Effect colored vinyl. Insert with sleeve notes by Chris Welch and band photos. Mastered digitally from high-def sources at half speed for superior audio quality. Over 3.5 hours worth of music. So absolutely good stuff. Doesn't matter if it's analog or digital. What matters is how it's done. So here is the backside. So you see there's 4 LPs there. And let's open it. Let's see. Come on, get this open. Should not be too difficult. All right. And right off the bat, the box comes in a very nice matte finish. And there's some gloss with the ELP logo in the text. See that? Backside again. And even like the individual album covers are glossy as well. Very nice. So just before we dig into it, I'll read off the track list. Side 1 of the first one, we have The Barbarian, Take a Pebble, Knife Edge, Lucky Man. Side 2, Tarkus, Bitches Crystal, Time and a Place. Then on the second record, we have a little Pictures at an Exhibition medley, Promenade, The Gnome, Promenade Part 2, Hut of Baby Yaga, Curse of Baby Yaga, Hut of Baby Yaga, Great Gates of Kiev, and Nut Rocker. And then side 2 of that, we have the Endless Enigma Part 1, From the Beginning, Living Sin, Hoedown, Abaddon's Bolero. Then on the third one, side 1, we have Jerusalem, Still You Turn Me On, Carnival 9, First Impression, Parts 1 and 2. and a live version of Toccata from Welcome Back, My Friends. Side 2, we have Fanfare for the Common Man, Pirates, Tank. And then on the last LP, side 1, Peter Gunn theme, C'est la Vie from the Works live album, Believe in Father Christmas, Honky Tonk Blues, For You, and Canario. And then on side 2, we have Farewell to Arms, Affairs of the Heart, Romeo and Juliet, Daddy, Hand of Truth, and a live version of Tiger in the Spotlight. So overall, this is a rather decent compilation in terms of the selection. To be honest, I would switch out Abaddon's Bolero for the title track of Trilogy, but these things are never all perfect. Hey, Chris and Beth, how you guys doing? Glad you guys tuned in for this. But overall, the selection is rather decent, so let's dig in it. Let's check this out. So it opens up like that. Nice hardbound box. And here is the booklet. So it replicates the cover of the. And all right, so right off the bat, we have some lovely pictures. So kind of bring that up close. Sorry for the ring of light there. Very nice. And Chris Welch is a very reputable writer from back in the day. So he was around back then to how it is. So I think if anything, Chris Welch is probably the best guy to write essays for these kind of releases, or for any band from like back in the 70s and whatnot, late 60s. Yeah, I think this is going to be a rather good read to read as you listen to this. Very nice pictures. A lot of these photos I've seen before, but some of them I think I have not seen before. So this is rather cool. Say hi to Sammy and your family for us. Absolutely will do, guys. Absolutely will. And then here's the track list with all the album covers there. And just by looking at it, digitally mastered by Andy Pierce and Matt Warham. So I believe they use the remasters that have been done recently for all of these studio albums because BMG got acquired to the rights of the ELP catalog, and they did a whole remaster reissue campaign starting back in 2016, which was nice because we did get up-to-date remasterings of some of the albums post Brain Salad surgery. So they did a whole campaign. So this is a rather cool thing to do to add on to that. And then just by reading it, the half-speed mastering and cutting was done by Barry Grint at Alchemy Mastering. I believe I have a pressing of Deep Purple's In Rock that was done by him. So if that's the case, then this is going to be a wonderful listen. And we're going to get into the first album. So here is the blue one. This is disc 1. And you have Keith Emerson there. Rest in peace. And here comes in a printed inner sleeve here. Very nice. Cool pictures. And let's see what the vinyl looks like. I just saw a peek of it. It looks really cool. Be very careful not to scuff it. Check that out. So this is on kind of like a wavy kind of blue vinyl there. You can see there's how it kind of flex. It has like a little layered effect on there, which is really nice. Beautiful stuff. And just by looking at it, so let's see, yeah, Barry Grant and Alchemy. And I believe this was pressed at GZ Vinyl in the Czech Republic. We'll put that back. These will not be staying in these printed inner sleeves. I will put them in nice poly-lined or MoFi sleeves, whatever. Glad you guys are digging it. There's more to come. And then on this one, we have Mr. Greg Lake, rest in peace as well. Here's the flip side. We have another picture of Greg on this side. Very nice. And then this one is sort of on like a sort of not turquoise, I would say more so green. I hope it comes out in the camera. It looks blue now just looking at it, but it is kind of like a dark kind of navy sort of green kind of color. Really nice. And as you can see there too, the old school Manticore labels are replicated as if it was like an old school kind of release, because that was their own label back then. Put this back. Where's that at? There it is. And then here is the third one. And this one features Carl Palmer, the sole survivor of the group. And no, that was not an intended Asia reference. There's that. Take this out. And then here is a picture of Carl there with his monstrous drum kit from back in, I want to say this photo was from 77. Seeing all kinds of gongs and little bits of trickery. And then here's a photo from the Love Beach sessions. And now this is sort of on like a beige kind of colored vinyl there. Very nice. And overall, these are decently pressed too. I'm not seeing really any imperfections. Does it say, what's it, heavyweight vinyl? Didn't say if it was heavyweight. But lately, these newer ELP reissues are kind of done on more standard weight vinyl, which is no big deal. Weight is not a factor in terms of how good it sounds. But it is a nice deluxe thing to hold in your hands. And then we're on to the last one. And this is disc 4. And you have all the guys there. Very nice. And let's take this out. And then we have some more recent photos of the band. When I say recent, I mean like 90s. Very nice. And this is kind of on a sort of red kind of Galaxy vinyl there. Looks absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice stuff. I'm pleased with how this thing turned out. Fear deep down inside. I don't know why I felt this, but I felt that when it started to get listed on like Amazon and like Bull Moose and such, that there was going to be a plain black vinyl pressing, and then I do this live stream, open it up, and it's black. But that was not the case. I'm really, really glad that they went ahead and made this available on all the other shopping platforms. Is this limited? I'm sure it probably is. I don't think it was specified how many were made, but I am still very, very happy that I got my hands on it. We're dying to know what they sound like. I have a lot of listening to do. Like there's stuff that I purchased like last month that I have yet to listen to, but I'm going to try to get through it as quick as possible so I can listen to this. I think this will probably take up about 2 days worth of listening. Sitting down and listening to 4 LPs bam in one shot is quite a stretch. So I'm going to have to pace myself for this. Maybe have to spread it over 2 days. But anyways, there you go. That is my unboxing of the new Emerson Lake Palmer vinyl box set called The Anthology. If you enjoyed this, keep the record spinning.